Welcome back to the Kings of Horror.
Every day throughout the month of October, Ryan and I are reviewing a different theatrically released horror film based on the works of Stephen King.
Got a bad moon rising over this episode because we're looking at Silver Bullet, which is based on a novella by Stephen King, illustrated by Bernie Wrightson. Stephen King himself penned this adaptation, which was directed by Daniel Attias. Corey Haim stars as wheelchair-bound Marty, a young kid living in a small town with his rad Uncle Red, played by Gary Busey. While zipping around in his motorized wheelchair, dubbed Silver Bullet, Marty survives a werewolf attack, and in the wake of this frightening encounter, Marty and his sister suspect the town's minister is a lycanthrope.
Do you lycanthrope this film?
Man, I gotta be honest, I think this movie is pure crap. I've never liked Silver Bullet. I love the cycle of the werewolf story. And I think it just comes through in the direction, the performances, the look, the feel. I think it just all rings so hokey.
It really rings false the entire time. And the thing that you're going to find, I think we're going to find as we review all these Stephen King movies, is that even the bad ones tend to have a good concept.
Yeah.
And I like the idea of a town besieged by a serial killer who also happens to be a werewolf.
Yes.
It's like the town who dreaded Moonrise. Yeah. And yet this film does nothing with it. Yeah. This film does nothing with we don't spend nearly enough time with Corey Haim to really get to know his character and get to like him. Yeah. Same thing with his sister. Gary Busey comes off okay just because he's the only person in the film who seems to be having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually seems to be having fun. But everything else in this film is just turgid and rote.
Yeah.
The scenes that should have a lot of energy and life, like when the town incites itself to riot, like let's go get that werewolf, son of a bitch. Like it's boring, it's stupid.
Terrible.
The werewolf looks terrible. The cinematography is muddy.
Yes.
It's just a bad
It's
movie.
Bad decisions all around. But the thing that the movie should be is should have a Stand By Me-esque, Goonies-esque vibe.
A certain nostalgia to it.
A nostalgia to the childhood. You should be feeling for, the characters, and you should have this sense of wonder and horror at the same time.
Well, the wonder is what will make the horror extra scary, because it's infecting a nicer world. However, to this film's credit, it does have a car chase between a werewolf and a kid in a rocket-powered wheelchair, which, if nothing else, you haven't seen before.
And you mentioned the werewolves too. I'm going to gloss right over all of that before I just start laughing. But the werewolves themselves, I remember reading about the production aspect of the film, and I know that they had a lot of problems with the designs and actually pulling off the werewolves, even though I think they hailed it at the time as being the one film that had as so many werewolves on screen at the same time.
It was like a dream sequence.
Yeah, fantastic, but the werewolves look terrible.
Yeah.
This one is just going to get a straight up 1 out of 5 Kings from me. It doesn't do the source material any justice. They should all look like Bernie Wrightson werewolves. Come on. Come on.
You are very, very kind. I'm giving this 1/2 King.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is barely a movie, honestly. It's just really, really cheap. It's really, really boring. Even good actors aren't good in this movie. Everett McGill's a good actor, and he's terrible in this film.
And there's nostalgia. I actually run into people who like this movie, quite a bit, and I don't know where it's coming from.
There's a lot of wrong people out there in the world. So.
Oh, man.
In any case, join us tomorrow when we're going to take another trip to Crapville with Maximum Overdrive.
Who made who? Who made
who indeed?